In the remote mountain village of Shadewood, there existed a deep-rooted fear of the ancient forest that bordered the town. The villagers spoke in hushed tones of the spirits that resided within, especially one particular entity known as the ancient cat spirit. This spirit, they believed, was the guardian of the forest, and those who disrespected its domain were said to vanish without a trace. The legend of the ancient cat spirit began long ago, when the village was first established. The early settlers encountered a vast, untamed wilderness filled with towering trees and hidden dangers. Among these dangers were the spirits of the forest, the most powerful of which was a large spectral cat with eyes that gleamed like the moon. The villagers revered this spirit, offering it tributes and respecting the boundaries of the forest to avoid its wrath. Over time, however, the old ways were forgotten, the village expanded, and the new generation dismissed the stories of spirits as mere superstition. They began to cut down the trees for timber and hunted the animals that lived within the forest, believing themselves to be above the ancient traditions. One day, a group of young men from the village ventured deep into the forest, seeking to claim more land for farming. Among them was a man named Edgar, who was skeptical of the old legends. As they cleared the trees and set traps for the wildlife, Edgar mocked the villagers' fear of the spirits, boasting that he would take on any spirit that dared to challenge him. As the group worked, a strange silence fell over the forest. The birds stopped singing, and the wind ceased to rustle the leaves. Then from the shadows they heard a soft, echoing purr, followed by a whispering sound that seemed to come from all around them. The men froze, their bravado quickly fading as they realized they were not alone. Edgar, still defiant, shouted into the darkness, daring the spirit to show itself. In response, the whispering grew louder, forming words that sent chills down their spines. "Leave this place or face the wrath of the guardian." Before they could react, a pair of glowing eyes appeared in the shadows, followed by the form of a massive spectral cat. Its fur shimmered like the night sky, and its eyes burned with an otherworldly light. The ancient cat spirit had been awakened, and it was not pleased. The men fled in terror, but Edgar, too proud to show fear, stood his ground. He brandished his axe, ready to fight the spirit, but the cat spirit was too quick. It moved with supernatural speed, its claws slashing through the air. Edgar felt a sharp pain as he was knocked to the ground, his axe clattering away into the underbrush. As he lay there, gasping for breath, the cat spirit loomed over him, its eyes glowing with anger. The whispers returned, this time filling Edgar's mind with images of the forest as it once was, pristine and untouched by human hands. The spirit conveyed its message: the forest was sacred, and those who desecrated it would suffer the consequences. Edgar, now terrified, begged for forgiveness, promising to leave the forest and never return. The spirit regarded him for a moment, then vanished into the shadows, leaving Edgar alone and shaken. When Edgar returned to the village, he was a changed man. He told the villagers of his encounter, urging them to respect the old ways and leave the forest untouched. The others, seeing the fear in his eyes, knew he spoke the truth. From that day on, the villagers honored the boundaries of the forest, offering tributes to the ancient cat spirit. They taught their children to respect the spirits of the land. Despite their efforts, the village was never quite the same. The forest, once a place of resources and opportunity, became a place of mystery and caution. The villagers knew that the ancient cat spirit was always watching, guarding the sacred forest with its otherworldly power. And so, the legend of the ancient cat spirit lived on, a reminder to all who dared to enter the forest that some forces are beyond human control.